Now problems on radioactivity. The first problem I am taking that there is a given that a material is there. So here in this material, the half-life of the material is T of is equal to 24,000 years. Half-life is 24,000 years and it is stored for 72,000 years. 72,000 years. What fraction of it remains? They can ask fraction of it remains. Question like this they can ask, beta, fraction of it remains. So sometimes they're asking, suppose the first bit, they can also ask percentage of it remains, percentage of it remains. Like that also they can ask. Or they can ask you the question as fraction of decay, fraction of it decays, fraction of it decays, fraction of it decays. Or they can also ask the question like this, that is a percentage of it remains, percentage of it remains. So sorry, percentage of it decays. Like that they can ask any question related to this topic beta. So now they have given just half life and the time, instantaneous time to where the decay is taking place. So now in this duration of time of 72,000 years, half life is 24,000 years. They're asking fraction of its remaining. So what are the formulae connected to this topic means in half life? The main formula for us is n by n naught is equal to 1 by 2 whole power small t by capital T. T of this T is called as half life. I'm calling it as T as half life. This n by n naught is called fraction of remaining. Fraction of remaining. And here we can write n by n naught into 100. Into 100 is called percentage of remaining. So percentage of remaining. So simply this is called as percentage of remaining. Like that I can write. And we can also write n by n naught is fraction of remaining. N by n naught is a percentage of remaining into 100 means both sides you have to multiply with 100. Like that we got formula. But what is the fraction of decay? Fraction of nuclear decay means what we can write when we are telling fraction of nuclear decay. There's nothing but 1 minus n by n naught. 1 minus n by n naught is called as fraction of nuclear decay. We can also write 1 minus 1 by 2 whole power t by capital T. And this is called as 1 minus n by n naught. What should I write? N naught minus n by n naught. N naught is initial number of nuclei. N is nuclei present at that instant. And this is the formula for fraction of nuclei decay. Fraction of nuclei decay. So I can write like that. Fraction of nuclei decay they are asking. We have to write 1 minus 1 by 2 whole power T by capital T. Suppose the question is percentage of nuclear decay. That means simply multiply with 100 on both sides. N naught minus n by n naught into 100 is equal to what should I write? 1 minus 1 by 2 whole power small t by capital T into 100. This is nothing but percentage. Percentage of nuclei decay. So like that I can write the formula here in this related information. I can write like this beta, percentage of nuclei decay. I think you are clear with these ideas now. Now according to the given question, first let us observe the question here. They are given half-life as 24,000 and at instantaneous time is 72,000. Now we have to find all those things. First of all, here we just now we observe fraction of remaining to formula here. 1 by 2 small t by capital T. What is small t by capital T value here from previous page? Small t is 72,000. Capital T I can write a T off anything, no problem. Simply I'm rubbing capital T off there and I wrote it as T. T indicates of life. Small t instantaneous time. So here T by T of means 72 by 24. So what we get here? So when you do 24 into 248, 24, 372. So here, what should I write here? In this problem, n by n naught is equal to, I can simply write now 1 by 2 in whole power t by capital T means 72 by 24, that is 3. So 1 by 2 cube. 1 by t cube means what should I write now? 1 by 8. 1 by 8. This is the 1 by 8. Suppose percentage. Percentage means 1 by 8 into 100. 1 by 8 into 100 means what should I write here? I have to write it as, so 12.5%. 12.5%. In percentage, I can write 12.5%. So I hope you are clear with this idea, beta. Next, let us see. This is fraction of remaining conditions. Fraction of decay means, just now we told 12.5 power. That is the fraction of remaining. First of all, fraction of remaining is 1 by 8. How much it is? Decayed. 1 minus 1 by 8. So here we can say now 1 minus 1 by 8. 1 minus 1 by 8 is 7 by 8. 7 by 8 decayed. 7 by 8 decayed. Here 12.5% decayed. That means how much? 12.5% remaining. 12.5% remaining we got. Now how much decay means? 100 minus 12.5. 100 minus 12.5 means 87.5%. So 87.5% decay. So like that we have to handle the half-life problem. Whenever they mention the decay in that way, we have to handle like this. I hope you are clear with this half-life problem. How to handle fraction of nuclear decay, percentage of decay, fraction of remaining, percentage of remaining, like that. Let us observe one more problem here. So in this problem, what they did is here, they have given half-life as 100 years. And they told that calculate how many years the activity will decay. The activity will decay that 1 by 10th of initial value. They are telling that how much activity will decay 1 by 10th of initial value. We also know that R by R naught is equal to, I can write 1 by 2 whole power T by capital T. How you got this formula, sir? I know n is equal to n by n naught is equal to, what is my formula? 1 by 2 into whole power small t by capital T. This is my formula. So now you are telling in terms of activity. How you got? I know that activity is nothing but n lambda. So your decay constant is constant. Then R is proportional to n. So how we write the formula for n? The same way we'll write for activity also. So from that information, now what I am doing beta here, I have taken the formula of R is equal to R naught is equal to 1 by 2 whole power small t by capital T. They have told that the activity, it becomes 1 by 10th of initial value. That means they mentioned R is equal to R naught by 10. R is equal to R naught by 10. As here R is equal to R naught by 10, R by R naught is equal to, what should I write? R by R naught is equal to, I can write 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 is equal to, what will get here? 1 by 10 is equal to 1 by 2 whole power small t by capital T. Now simply I can write 10 equal to 2 into whole power small t by capital T. From this expression I can write like this. So in denominator 10, in denominator, here you observe denominator 10. Here denominator 2 power small t by capital T. So that I can write 10 is equal to 2 power small t by capital T. I hope you are clear from this step to this step. Now what I am doing means both sides I am applying log base 10. So simply here log base 10 I am applying log 10 base 10 is equal to log 2 base 10 whole power small t by capital T. So log 10 base 10 value is 1. 1 is equal to log 2 base 10. Here we know the logarithm formula as log of a power b can be written as b log a. This is the formula what we know. From that information I can bring small t by capital T here. So I want small t value. Remember this formula now. I want small t value. So small t is equal to capital T by log 2 base 10. Log 2 base 10. Log 2 base 10 value means I know log 2 already in my last session. I have given log 2 base 10. What is log 2 base 10 value? You have to remember this one 0.3010. So I can write here 0.3010. So t value also we know. They mentioned the t value. T value what they have given in this problem? 100 years. T is equal to 100 years. So now I want the small t. So 100 by 0.3010. So now we have to calculate 100 by 0.3010. So if you do that 100 by 0.3010, I'm doing in calculator. So I got here 332.3 years. We got 332.3 years for this answer. Okay. Answer is not a big task. You have to understand how you got this one. So here calculation you can do. That is not a big task. But here what is the question here? The question is they have given half life and they are asking instantaneous time. When they have given data, given information is what is the given information? R is equal to R naught by 10. That is activity will become 1 by 10th of original activity. This is the given information. With that information, they are asking us to find small t. So this is the method to solve this type of problem. So this is one kind of problem, beta. I hope you are clear with how they are asking this problem and how they are handling this one. So I think it is clear. And one more interesting sum is there. Let us see that model. These are the all the three sums I'm discussing now are three different models. They told that 10% of radioactive material decays in 5 days. So for every 5 days, they are telling that for every 5 days, 10% of radioactive substance decay, 10% of radioactive material decay, radioactive material decays. They are telling decays in how many days? They are telling that in 5 days. For every 5 days, 10% of radioactive substance is decaying for every 5 days. So now this is the given question, and they are telling to find. They are telling to find now how much it decays. That means percentage of original material left. How much material is left? How much? Very interesting question this is. How much material is left? Is left in how many days? In 20 days. In left in 20 days. Observe carefully, beta. Explanation again. Just to concentrate now on this problem. For 5 days, 10% decays here. Now, what I am saying is, suppose initially it is 100%. Now 100% to become 100% in 5 days. In 5 days, what will happen, beta? In 5 days, 10% is reduced. That means 100 minus 10 by 100 into 100. That is nothing but 100 minus 10. 100 minus 10 is equal to 90%. Again, in next 5 days, in this 90%, 10% decays. In this 90%, 10% decays. So many students are thinking that, sir, 90%, no, sir. In next 5 days, 90 minus 10, 90 minus 10, 80. It is wrong. They're not telling in 90%, every time 10% decrease, they're not telling. 10% of the quantity decreases. In out of 100%, 10% decreases. Again, out of 90%, 10% decreases. That is 90 minus 10 by 100 into 100. So here what will happen? This is in 90% in this 10%. So out of 90%, 10%. Here we have to write into 90. So what will happen here? 90 minus 9. 90 minus 9. 81%. Now after next 5 days, what will happen? In this 81%, 10% will decrease. 81%, 10% will decrease. So 10 by 100 of 81. That means 81 minus 8.1. 81 minus 8.1 means I will get it as 72.9%. 72.9%. So now how many days over? First 5 days, next 5 days, next 5 days. Like that I completed totally how many days here? See, observe 5 days, 5 days, 5 days. So here for 15 days, here it became now 72.9%. Next 5 days, what will happen? Already it became 72.9%. In next 5 days means next 5 days. In this 72.9%, 10%. 10% of 72.9. That is 7.29. So here again what we can write here? In this one, 72.9 minus 7.29. Sorry, here we have to write here 72.9, right? First we have to write 72.9 in this 10%. So I got 72.9 minus 7.29. Finally, I'm getting 65.6%. So after these 5 days also means in previous how many 5 days over? So observe here. First it is carefully observe beta. First 100%. In that in 5 days, what will happen? 100 minus in this 100, 10% gone. So we are left with 90%. Again in this 90, 10% will go. 10 by 100 of 90. That means 10 by 90 minus 9. We got 81%. Next what happened? In this 81%, again 10%. 10% of 81 means 8.1. So what should I write here? 81 point, what should I write? So 81 minus 8.1. 81 minus 8.1. That's nothing but 72.9%. Next what happened here? Next 5 days. Next 5 days. In 72.9%, 10%. That's nothing but 7.29. Finally, I am left with 65.6%. So how many days? Here 5 days in this page you can observe. In my previous page, 5. After 20 days, finally, how much is left? 65.6%. I hope you are clear with this problem, beta. I think you understood all these 3 problems what I discussed in today's class. That is the first question is here. What I discussed is how to discuss the fraction and percentages of remaining and decay that I discussed in the first problem. In second problem, I discussed about taking the logs values and applying logarithms and how to handle half-life problems I explained. In third problem, the questioning is different. For every 5 days, 10% decay means you must not misunderstand that every time you have to remove 10%. You have to remove 10% of that remaining quantity every time. Like that we have to handle. I hope you are clear with these 3 problems. So we'll continue in our next session, remaining problems and everything. Thank you, beta.